and you invite them into the home. We actually got to the point where we did not have any chairs anywhere. We got rid of the chairs. We didn't want the temptation of the chairs because we would use them. Another thing we did is we put our brochures, you know, some people would have tables on the sides and things like that, or a little, what do you call those things out? Podium, or the things that spin. What are those? Kiosk, thank you. They'd have a kiosk with things like that. We put ours in the back. Why? Invite them into my home. Come on into my home. If it's out here on the aisle, you get a bunch of people walking by just grabbing the stuff all day, and you never get that at bat with them. You never get a chance to talk to them. So we would set up our booth in a way to invite them in. Again, back to the goal. At the end of the day, if we're going to collect info, we tried to make it simple. I remember one of the first lead cards we sent out, it was like name, rank, social security number, address, phone number, mother-in-law's name, what if we can't reach you at your mother-in-law's house, first email, alternate email. I mean, it took them like 15 minutes to fill the form out because as marketers, we want all this information. What's your biggest pain? What do you wish your kids didn't do? You know, all this other stuff. And we actually finally got to the point where it was name, email, phone number. And just give us one of those two. That's good enough. Make it quick, make it easy for them to engage with you and be there. I've known people that have had a laptop there and said, hey, what's your name? Bob. What's your email, Bob? Put it in the spreadsheet. Thanks, here's my card. Somebody will reach out to you. You've totally made it convenient for them now, right? All right. Stand in front, near the aisle, smile, eye contact. I mean, that's basic dealing with people one-on-one. Smile. Okay? All right, everyone make a smiley face. Smile. Come on, look at me. Smile. Christine, come on. Let's go. Smile. Jason, smile. Come on. All right, everyone give me a surprised face. Ready? Give me your angry face. See, you can do it. Now smile. Smile. Surprised? Shameful. Smile. Smile on command. Eye contact. Engage them. Make them feel a little uncomfortable. Be that guy that they don't want to lock eyes with. Because they know once they lock eyes from you, it's all over. Okay? And your family gets to eat and your competitors doesn't. Okay? There was an association at one of these home shows once. They had this association, they had a table, and they had all these members of the association working the table all day. And like every 2 hours, a new group of two would come in there. 1 or 2 people would come in, they'd be at the table. And what I witnessed over the course of a 3-day show was that every person that came to that table sat down, read the newspaper, read an article, and checked their email and texting all day, and not once got up to engage anyone. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. Cell phones, I get it. Our kids and our families have to be able to reach us. But for the most part, if you've got to use your cell phone, say, hey, cover me for 1 minute. My wife's calling or texting me and asking me to give her a call. Or I shut my email off. You know, you go on the iPhone and you can actually shut it off so where it doesn't ding, where you can't even get your email on your phone. Because admit it, when you hear that thing ding, you want to know who it is, right? Come on, we all do. You know, who's emailing me? It's usually like some spam or something. It's not worth it. What does somebody think when they're walking up and down the aisles and they get all these people texting, checking their email? Do you want to be there? You don't want to be there. What does it communicate about your company? Again, this is all part of your brand. I sat next to a gutter guard girl, and she sat there all day and texted her girlfriends back and forth, and she just laughed, and at the end of the show she couldn't understand why they didn't have any more leads and why they didn't have some opportunities. Okay, put the phone away. Work your booth. Again, you're there to work. Make something move. Make something move at your booth. Throw a ball up in the air. Bring in a little free throw thing. Have people do some free throws. Give them something to touch. Remember, movement will attract the eye. When somebody's walking up and down the aisle and they see something moving, their eye is going to be naturally drawn towards it. All right? So find something to do there. Have some fun. Let your culture show. You know, I'm not against raffles. We've had some raffles, but where we went wrong is we used to raffle up stuff that we wanted. Okay? Instead of what your ideal client wants. Okay? If your ideal client wants 2 nights at the Harrington in Geneva bed and breakfast or whatever that place is up there, then raffle that thing off. Raffle off something cool. Get them into your booth, invite them in, talk with them, engage them, and also understand most of those people are not going to be your who. They're not going to be your ideal client. That's okay. Have someone walk around. Have someone walk around now and then and spread your logo around. We would do that too. We'd say it's your turn to walk the show for a half an hour. Get somebody out of the booth. When we had at least 3 people there, we'd keep 2 at the booth, send 1 on a recon mission, okay, and just walk up and down and smile at people. Seriously, your job for the next half, walk up and down the aisle and say, "Yeah, how you doing? Hi, smile." That's it. You're out there. You're showing your company logo. People are seeing it. Now they've seen it. They saw it in this aisle, and they saw it 20 minutes later in this aisle when they passed you and you said hi to them the 3rd time. And then by the time they get to your booth, they've seen your logo a few times, right? It just adds to that whole thing there. What if you don't? Anyone here going to have a hard time having 2 people there all day? No? Okay, Jeff? Something I would recommend that we did early on when we didn't have the staff. Remember our power partners, okay? I would ask some of our power partners to work the booth for us. Because with we had some designers that we used to refer work to all the time. So I said, "Hey, listen, we refer a bunch of work to you. We don't ever ask for anything in return. Would you mind working the show for 4 hours with us?" You know what I'm saying? Get some buy-in. Then now they're on your company bus, and they want to help you succeed too because it benefits them. Another thing we used to do, we've done a couple times, is you can get one of your past clients to work the booth for you. All right? Anyone ever done that? Had a client, you're nodding your head? You did that? How'd it go? Best testimonials. Oh, so do you work for ABC Company? No, actually, I'm one of their customers, and they asked me to help out today, and I've used them for 3 or 4 years. And I couldn't wait to work the booth. 2 more things. Talk in 3-sentence bursts. Create a cycle of reciprocity when you're talking to somebody. Give them an opportunity to talk and try to end everything with a question mark when you're working your booth. And then finally, post-show, follow up. Follow up. Put it on the calendar. Treat it like it's an appointment with a customer, because it is. If you don't schedule it, you will not do it. I promise you that. Know who's going to follow up, know when they're going to follow up, how they're going to follow up, and then hold them accountable. When you do that, you're going to create a culture of respect, authenticity, competence, likability, and it's one more touch with your customers, and I really appreciate your time, Bill. Thank you very much.